Okay, here is a video of the homemade disc golf basket. I was able to make this out of entirely, basically free things, stuff I had around the house. Just had to spend money on chain and some more zip ties. So altogether it was about $20 to make this. I guess first thing here, the main pole is actually an old coat rack that I've had for, I can't remember how long. I took all the hooks, as you can see. It's kind of what the basket, the tub basket is sitting on, is those hooks. But I took all the hooks off and then just put the 4 on the bottom to kind of give it a tripod for the basket. So that basket is just sitting on there, basically. Put a zip tie around the bottom to kind of just secure them so they're not spinning around. And it was already pretty heavy duty. It had a marble base, but I wanted it to be a little bit more sturdy, so I had an old riding lawnmower wheel that I didn't need anymore, so I literally just put the wheel over the top and set it down to the bottom. For the top part, this is an old BMX tire. My neighbor actually had this. I just texted him one day to see if he had any old bicycle wheels, and he happened to have this one, so I went and grabbed that. And so the top of the pole was hollow, so I was able to kind of stick that part down into there. And then what I ended up doing from there is just screwing 4 screws all around, and this is all basically zip ties. I put a zip tie from there to basically secure the wheel to the pole. Did that on all 4 sides, and then just for extra durability and tightness, I put one right here just to kind of squeeze those down. So this ain't going nowhere. The tub is just an old tub. I actually live in a rental house, so the people that lived here before actually left 2 of these big tubs. My son uses them for toys. We actually used this tub for disc golf. I would just set it up in the yard and just try to make discs into it. So what I ended up doing here is just literally just cutting a hole in the bottom of it and sliding it over the top. And it's sitting on the coat rack rails. I might need to find a way to maybe secure that to the rails at some point. But I mean, it does pretty well. Turn my light on over here, garage light. So that is the tub. I added a little mat here at the bottom to kind of help with the sound as well, so it's not as loud when it goes in. And then the chain. So the only chain I had, and I wish all of the chain was this heavy. This is actually an old chain from a swing set of my son's. It broke, so I had 1 strand of chain, and I used it with just 1 chain for a while because I didn't have anything else to use. But I ended up going to hardware store and just buying the cheapest chain, which I'm actually kind of regretting. I might, if I do this again or fix it, I might go ahead and get some heavier chain. They said it was playground chain for swings and stuff, but I mean, it's thin. It doesn't really catch the disc very well. But, you know, for a backyard basket, it's not too bad. The thicker chain only came in like 20 feet, and then this chain came in a box of 50 feet. And I ended up having just enough to do all the chain. This is all I had left over. So you definitely need pretty much 50 feet to do it, you know, as many lines as I did. But yeah, so if you do this, you might look at getting heavier duty chain. But, you know, for me, for a yard basket, whatever, it's fine. And then for the chain, all I did was I just zip tied it right to the tire. I did inside ones for the inside chains that are shorter, and then outside chains that are a little longer, just like a regular basket. zip tied it right to the wheel, and I literally counted out the links. I want to say there was 30 links on this one, and then 20 links on the inside ones. So I would basically zip tie it and then count the links all the way down. And when I would get to the right number, I'd cut it with my clippers, and then I would zip tie it to the ring. And then the inside rings, you know, I just, again, zip ties. So yeah, there you have it. So this is what you call the disc golf basket on a budget. It is what you're looking at. A tractor tire, a coat rack, a tub, bicycle rim, chain, and zip ties. And like I said, all together it was about $20 because I had to buy the chain, which was $8. I bought a new set of clippers because my old ones were junk, and some more zip ties. So can never have too many zip ties lying around. They usually come in handy. Found that out building this basket. So anyways, we'll see how long it lasts, but not too bad for a yard basket.